Hello, folks. Let's see here. Usual activity, and got an example of two before we dive into what we're focused on today. So let's get started. This was from last week, DraftKings DKNG. We talked about the then expiring in just one day, September 28 50 puts. Well, DraftKings traded down to 2760, I believe, on Friday. Those puts that were purchased for that minuscule amount that you saw at the time, whatever, 21 cents, 23 cents. Well, those puts went much deeper in the money, and you basically had a triple, which means about a 300% return. Bang. I also wanted to let you guys know that my brother Pete and I have written 4 books together. The fourth is coming out at the end of October. So the first one that I wrote, How I Trade Options, a couple decades ago now, really. We've written now a total of 4, and our newest book will be coming out at the Money Show, where Pete and I are keynoting. That's in Orlando, Florida. So if you'd like, you can go to their website, or if you just Google Money Show, you could attend in person, and you'd get one of the first copies of our book if you did just that. It's October 29th through 31st. So check it out. Our keynote will be, will the Fed drive us into a recession? I'm sure a question all of us ask each other or our friends all the time. And we're hoping that they don't, that the Federal Reserve and the FOMC, Federal Open Markets Committee, do not do that. But nonetheless, we are throwing it out there that the question, and we will have answers. We will also have a workshop and a book signing. So if you'd like to get that 4th book that Pete and I have written together, make sure that you either check out the Money Show, if you can, if you're in the Florida area, or if you'd like to travel to Orlando. I hear there are some other things to do in Orlando other than just attend the Money Show. There might be Universal theme park. There might be SeaWorld. There might even be a place called Disney. Who knows? But anyway, we'd love to see you. Will the Fed drive the markets into a recession? That's our question. And we will be doing a workshop as well as a book signing. All of that happening the 30th of October. So that is Monday, the 30th. But the show goes from the 29th to the 31st. So if you'd like to show up in Orlando, have some fun, and meet John and Pete, by all means, please do. Second trade was from this morning. This one, SEC Limited is the name of the company. Stock was 38.48. And as you can see, we talked about 6,500 of the 29th of September, my birthday. And it's already giving me a present. Why? Because look, they bought these calls for $1.05. Take a look at where those calls are trading right now, $3. So that's a nice birthday present for John already. To have a $100 investment, because every option is for 100 shares, go to $300. I was just in Vegas. You don't see a lot of people doing that. You see a lot of people gambling, and for the most part, walking away after a few drinks, but you don't see a lot of just a 10-lot trade, folks. A 10-lot trade would have been, for instance, $1,000, because $100 times 10, $1,000. It would represent 1,000 shares of stock. You turned $1,000 investment into $3,000. Well, to me, that sounds like a pretty good return. The only thing is, they don't buy you drinks on Wall Street. They do other stuff. Unusual activity. Yep, that's what we tracked there, and that was earlier today. I might have another example coming up. So let's dive into what's unusual. What was bought on the offer in big numbers? Oh, look at that. Sea Limited. And it's not a $38 stock anymore. It's a $41 stock. So 14,550 of these 27th of October expiring. So this is a bit of time, folks. I mean, let's call it like 4 to 5 weeks. They're buying the 45.50 calls with stock at 41. So that's a lot. Now, does that mean you should chase it? Well, you certainly should be aware that we've already made 2 trades in there before this one, because we also had it when the stock was just right at 38 early in the morning. And then we had that 38.50 with stock. And now that it's 41, somebody's buying 14,550 calls, or about 1.4 million share equivalent. Yeah, generally we like that. Take a look at Synchrony Financial, SYF, like Frank. At about 11:39 a.m. this morning, somebody bought, with the stock trading at 31.27, the 29 puts. So this is a downside bet. This is a bet that the stock gets cheaper, not more expensive. That's what a put is, folks. It can either be insurance or a way to bet or play for a downside move. Somebody did just that. They bought 670,000 share equivalent, because 6,700 options, multiply that times 100 shares per option, nearly a 700,000 share bet that the stock goes lower between now and the 3rd week in November, because they were buying the 29 puts, which were $2.27 out of the money, beneath the market. That's our second trade today. Third and final is Run, which is a solar company, Sunrun. Well, with crude oil trading at $90 and energy getting more and more dear every day, are you surprised that a solar company might have upside call buying that expires this Friday, the 29th? Again, my birthday. Yes, check this one out. September 29th expiring, 14 calls with the stock at $13.15. So what do you think would happen if we saw a little bit of a spike in crude oil this thing? Do you think maybe this week you'd see also solar stocks catch a bid, uranium stocks catch a bid, some of that natural gas catch a bid? I think so. Watch it. Check it out, folks. Run, which is Sunrun, 9,600, nearly 1 million share equivalent of those. 29th of September, 14 calls being bought aggressively on the offer. Bang. If you'd like to learn more, go to marketrebellion.com/get started. That's marketrebellion.com/get started to learn more about how we trade, to get educated about basic, intermediate, advanced strategies, and or to subscribe to any of our family of products that we offer. Go check it out, marketrebellion.com/get started, and I will see you tomorrow.